Okay, we are now live in FB. Hello. Hello, everyone. So we'll just wait for 2 minutes, 2 more minutes. We can play music muna, Ann. 2 more minutes. We can dance while waiting for the others. Relax tayo dyan. Miss Angie, okay po, it's okay. Type chat na lang sa chat box. You can on camera if you like, so that we can see each other. Ayan, I can see you, Miss Angie. You're driving. Ingat po. Ay, passenger kayo. Okay, now it's exactly 4 o'clock. I would like to welcome everyone to our webinar today. Okay, so would like to know more about you muna. Taga saan po kayo, Miss Angie and Miss Deng? Type na lang in the chat box. Okay, so I'm from Quezon City. Anne is from Pangasinan, right? Anne? Okay, how about Miss Angie and Miss
Pangasinan po.
Ayan.
Ay,
Thank you,
nasabi na.
It's okay. Wow, Miss Angie is from Davao. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, nice to see you. How about Miss Deng? Okay, do we have viewers in FB? Okay, so report na lang ni Anne. No? You just type in the chat box. Okay, so how many of you here are entrepreneurs? Okay, so you just type I in the chat box. Type in the chat box. Okay, so type I, yan, si Miss Angie is an entrepreneur. Okay, so let us know what are your industry. What industry are you in? Okay, so for those who are in the FB Live, just type in the chat box. We will read your answers.
There's someone po na nag-I po sa FB Live, si Miss Anne Cheryl Uy.
Hello, Miss Anne. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your participation. Welcome to our webinar. Okay. Yan, sige. So, just type lang and yung mga nagpo-participate sa FB Live. Okay, so I'll share my screen. So, Miss Angie is into online bookkeeper. Yan, so I'm sure kabisado na niya ang cash flow management. Tama po ba? Okay, now I'm sharing screen and you can see my screen. And so welcome everyone to our webinar, How to Increase Cash on Hand, especially during uncertain times without affecting your business growth. So how many of you here would want to have this to happen to your life, di ba? To increase cash on hand. Okay, so feel free to type in the chat box. No? Itong session natin will be an interactive session. Okay. So we will be more parang effective with your participation. Okay, so who among you here would want to have this increase cash on hand during uncertain times? Can I see a show of hands or you just type? Ano si Miss Angie, nag-thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up. See, hello, Iris with the clap hands. Okay. So every one of us are excited no, to learn more about this. Okay, so welcome everybody. So ano ba yung pag-uusapan natin today? Ang first is we will define what is the cash flow. Second, define cash flow certainty. And third, why cash flow certainty is important. And then fourth, 7 tips on how to increase cash on hand during uncertain times without affecting your business growth. And the fifth one is the three-step ladder towards sustainable cash flow for business growth. Okay, so isa-isahin natin ito. But before we go there, I would like to introduce myself. So I'm Sheila Ong. I'm a registered financial planner and I'm a cash flow certainty coach. So I've been in the business for 15 years already and I've helped more than 450 entrepreneurs increase confidence, certainty, and cash flow reliability. So I'm a Manulife agency leader, so received different awards. And actually last night we just had recognition no, as a wealth specialist. I'm part of the Pinnacle Club and we were serenaded by Southboard, di ba? Yan. Okay, so I help clients maximize their income and make it grow. No? And I'm the founder of our community, Milenyong Entrepreneur Support Group, founder of another FB community called Create a Legacy of Love, and I'm also the founder of Resolute Life PH and Legacy of Love PH. Okay. Now, so what do I really do? No, I help entrepreneurs increase confidence, certainty, and reliability in their cash flow to have a sustainable growth. So lahat naman tayo, di ba? We are here in this community for us to reach our goal, no, to grow our businesses. And one factor na para maglago talaga ang business natin is to make sure that we have this cash flow, the available cash flow anytime, anywhere. Tama ba? Do you agree with me? Yeah, okay, you can just thumbs up there, okay? Yeah, nag-heart si Iris. Thank you for the participation. Thank you, Angie, for the thumbs up. Okay. Yan. So for the past 15 years, ano ba yung natulong ko sa mga clients, no? So I was able to help them see the bigger picture of the reality of their business cash flow. More to that is more on the reality of our lives, no? Na every stage of our life, kailangan talaga ng cash flow. Okay? So more on, I help them see more clarity and crystallize their vision and goals. And then second, I was able to help them allocate their funds properly. Kasi minsan, pag biglang may cash na dumating, no, medyo kung di tayo sanay mag-manage, parang nagugulat. What should we do with these funds, di ba? So if you can notice, no, yung based on observation, kung meron nanalo sa loto na parang biglang milyonarya, no, one day millionaire. And what happens to that money? Usually, nauubos agad in a span of 2 months, 3 months, di ba? Yun. So we need to really learn how to how to allocate these funds para masustain natin yung business growth natin. Then third, I was able to help them prepare cash flow for their business growth and increase their savings. And since marami na nakapag-accumulate na ng wealth, ang question naman how to distribute, how to diversify, di ba? Yun. And then ang next problem naman doon, since marami na tayong assets, how to avoid taxes and also how to distribute assets. So for these are mga ano na nasa senior age na may mga apo, how do they distribute wealth? Yun naman yung problem na. So as mentioned sa first part, marami tayong every stage of our lives may kanya-kanyang problem. No? So I can help you with that sa every stage of your life. Okay, next. Yeah, so I just want to share with you why am I in this cash flow certainty business. Okay, so we experienced bankruptcy at age 21. No? So sa business ng parents ko, sa father ko, what happened was we had a client default. No? One of our biggest client, one of our loyalist client na yung alam mo yun, sobrang trusted mo na siya and then bigla siyang nawala. Okay, and millions, millions. And nagulat kaming lahat. How do we solve this problem? No? And continuous ang expenses, di ba? Itong cash flow natin, yung operating expense, we are renting sa Divisoria. Our business is into biscuits, local biscuits, mga chichirya, ganyan. Okay, so our store is located in Divisoria, na malaki yung rental expense and we have a lot of employees no helping us with the business. So yung monthly expenses talaga nandyan, continuous siya. And since itong big debt, big accounts receivable na nawala, nasira talaga yung cash flow namin. Yun. So looking back, I was analyzing ano ba yung naging problem, bakit namin to na-experience. At syempre, itong kind of circumstance, it's uncontrollable. You will never know if it will happen, but we need to be ready, di ba? Yun. So, as I look back, the major problem was hindi nga namin naayos yung cash flow that time. So, parang go with the flow lang with the business, na araw-araw na may bumibili, nag-order, tapos issue ng check. Usually kasi yung terms nun, 90 days eh. Kung nag-order ka today, you can pay the supplier 90 days from now. Okay, so nung time na nagkaroon kami ng big debt, yung nawala tong client, yung na-issue namin checks for the next 90 days, sobrang dami nun. Sa isang araw, siguro may 30 checks na naka-issue na we need to pay we need to pay the bank kasi naka-issue na yung checks, di ba? And syempre, fearful kami na mamaya ma-estafa kami and kung ano man, di ba? Syempre, we don't like that. Okay, so my mom was really tense, stressed every day. And she always say no, the word "bechungalo" in Chinese, no, in Hokkien. It means, paano na? Paano na? So she always say that. And nakaka-worry, no? Ako as 21-year-old, that time, fresh graduate. Now, worried ako, nafe-feel ko yung emotions ng mom ko. And naging emotional na. Okay. Ayan, so blessing, no, we were able to surpass that problem. No, now I'm here to share with you our struggles before and mistakes na nagawa namin para hindi na maulit sa next generation. And yan, para sa inyo. Okay, so I really want to honor my dad. I saw him really very hardworking. Very persevering, di ba? He really did his best, no, to be able to give us a good lifestyle, no? Pero syempre yun nga, with this kind of hindi inaasahang pangyayari, yun, so everything parang hindi nag-work out. So but I'm grateful, I'm thankful with this circumstance, but because of this nandito ako ngayon na I'm striving hard, working hard para hindi nga maulit yung next generation. So right now I'm really giving my best, no, so for my son, no, yung anak ko, para hindi na niya ipoproblemahin ito in the future kung magkaroon man ng ganito problem. Okay, thank you Angie, thank you Yan. Okay, so now we go to the first agenda, no. How do we define cash flow? So para sa inyo ba, what is cash flow para sa inyo? Can you type in the chat box? Thank you, Miss Angie. Ayan. Okay, so let us define cash flow. Ano yung cash flow para sa inyo? Ayan, thank you. Money availability, as mentioned po ng nasa FB, income management. Yan, thank you, Ann. Yan, so I did a little survey kasi research. So gusto ko lang malaman kung how do you define cash flow para sa inyo? Okay, so most of the people answered cash in, cash out. Okay, so if you will Google it to define cash flow, ang sinasabi doon, it's a river of money, no? Cash in, cash out nga, parang river flow, is a river flowing na instead of water, naging cash, parang ganyan. And sinabi rin nila na being liquid, solvency. So, yun na, sa kahit anong situation natin, we should be liquid. No? Yan. So, that is what is cash flow. Okay, next. Now, what is cash flow certainty? So, cash flow certainty naman, yun nga, kung biglang nagka-problem, dapat meron tayong liquid cash. Okay? So, minimake sure natin na sigurado na meron tayong pera. Okay? So, just want to know from the audience, ano yung mga naging problem nyo at nagkaroon kayo ng problem with the cash flow? Type in the chat box. And thank you, Anne. So Anne said, allocating more or spending more than earned. So that is cash flow certainty. Uncontrollable expenses. Okay, so let's be more specific. Ano yung mga uncontrollable expenses, Miss Deng? Okay, for Miss Angie, medical expenses ng mother. Okay, so yung nagkasakit, no? Okay, thank you so much for your answers. Yes, these are the problems. So let's enumerate, no? Ano ba yung pwedeng problema? So sa business, pwedeng maging problem yun nga. For my experience, default client, di ba? Second, suppliers not delivering. So you need to look for another supplier. Third, robbery inside the company, di ba? Mga theft. And yan, as mentioned ninyo from you na biglang nagkakasakit, di ba? Or biglang unexpected death. And yung mga biglang nasusunugan ng warehouse, di ba? Nauubos yung stocks. And also, pwede nasisiraan ng kotse, nagbabahaan, no? So these are things na unexpected. Syempre, we don't want to happen, but it happens. So if that happens, we need to be ready with our cash flow. So this is cash flow certainty. Okay, now, ang next question naman, why cash flow certainty is important? Okay. So as mentioned kanina, di ba, ang goal natin is to grow our business. And whenever there's an opportunity, no, example, itong pandemic, maraming naapektuhan, di ba? Maraming business nagsara, but ang dami ring business na nag-boom, no, nag-flourish. Yun. So if tayo yung businessman and let's say we are into example, yung restaurant, di ba? Hindi na masyado wala na masyadong kumakain kasi is pandemic na, lockdown. So nagsara. So you need to be fast, no, as a businessman. You need to shift and look for the opportunity kung ano ba yung needs and demands ng mga tao. So if you want to shift, no, you need to have this cash flow. So these are the opportunities. So another opportunities, pwede rin, let's say, biglang may big client, no? Let's say, sanay ka sa mga transaction, let's say 100K, mga 6 digits. Tapos biglang may dumating na big client mo na 7 digit pala siya. And you're not ready to order the supplies, di ba? So sayang yung opportunity na yan. Okay, so that's the opportunity. On the other side, the threats naman, as mentioned kanina, mga problems, yung biglang nawawala yung client, di ba? So suppliers cannot deliver or pwede rin na theft inside the company and so on. Okay. Yan. So cash flow certainty can help you avoid stress. Yan, di ba? So if I will do a research, actually I did a research, no. One of the reason, no, bakit tayo na-fail ng businesses because of cash flow. Actually siya yung number one. No? And because of that, no, with the problem with the cash flow, nasa-stress tayo. From the stress, nagkakasakit, di ba? Yun. So if you have this cash flow certainty, it will help you be more healthy, happier, no? And because of that, you get to grow your business. Okay. Yan. So meron ako example, no? So si Dean Belen, actually she's part of our community also in Milenyong Entrepreneur. She's an employee and an entrepreneur as well. Okay, so since nag-lockdown last year, nakita niya yung passion niya in baking and na-start na niya yung business, itong Dean Delights. Okay, so she is a responsible daughter na her parents got sick din, no? Nag-heart attack and then nagka-heart attack yung parents niya and she needs to pay all the hospital bills, no? And she's now the breadwinner of the family. Actually, she has 6 siblings, no, and siya yung nag-take care. So she's a God-fearing person, an introvert, but she has a big dreams for her business. Okay. Now she approached me. Sabi niya, Sheila, it's not working. Yeah. Sabi, Sheila, I want to expand the business, but not sure if I can sustain. So I have big expenses na, yun nga, yung sustain ng yung family niya, sa parents niya, yung mga gamot, ganun. But wanted to have savings for emergency fund because she experienced sickness in the family yan. Okay. So we did a coaching call. I guided her with her, I helped her analyze with her numbers, inisa-isa namin. So nagkaroon siya ng clearer picture and she said that after that coaching call, na-realize niya na naging complacent siya sa pagbabudget at pag-account ng finances. Yan, sabi niya. And learning to correct my mistakes in holding my finances, especially where to put or allocate my funds. Okay. Yan. So binalikan ko siya, no? So, kinamusta ko siya kung ano na siya ngayon. So, she's already applying, implementing the things that na-discuss namin, yung binigay kong recommendation. And now, she's happy and challenged at the same time because she's really hopeful for a financial breakthrough by next year. Yan. So, ngayon, sa research ko, no, maraming katulad ni Dean. So, nakaka-relate ba kayo sa story niya? Do you see yourself in her story? Okay, so type lang in the chat box, yes or no? Ayan, si Miss Angie relate much. Okay, thank you, Miss Angie. Yan, so maraming katulad ni Dean, no, na wants to start a business, to grow her business, pero because of yun nga, mga unexpected circumstances, hindi magawa, hindi ma-achieve because of the lack of cash flow. Okay. Yan. So, isipin natin, no, bakit kaya tayo nagkaka-problem with this? Ano kaya yung naging problem? Can you share, sa tingin nyo, ano yung problem or ano yung kulang from you, bakit hindi natin na-achieve itong cash flow certainty na ito? Is it okay to share? I'll give you 1 minute. Okay. And si Ann nag-answer. Discipline. How about the others? Okay. Sige, type lang kayo. Focus, Miss Deng. Thank you. Miss Angie, time management, income opportunities. Yan. So based on my research also, one of the problem is they are not aware. No? They are not aware na, ito pala kailangan kong gawin. Or pwedeng alam mo naman, but hindi mo ginagawa. So maybe tama si Ann na walang disiplina. Okay? Yun. So that's why I came up with these 7 tips so that you will be guided. No? You will see a structure, 3-step ladder on how you will achieve this cash flow certainty. Are you ready? Excited na ba kayo? We'll go to the 7 tips. Yan. Okay, so here are the 7 tips on how to have cash on hand, especially during uncertain times, without affecting your business growth. Okay, so tip number 1, you need to identify how much working capital do you need to experience sustainable business growth. Okay, so this is very important. We need to know the goal, diba? If you want to travel, you want to go to Baguio, you know your direction, you know where to go. Okay, so if you want to grow your business, alamin muna natin how much ba yung capital na kailangan natin. Okay, so once nakuha na natin to, ang next step naman is how do we plan to finance it? So for sure, each one of you, iba-iba naman ang goals ninyo. If you need guide, you just let me know, PM me lang, para we will discuss it, para ma-crystallize yung vision ninyo. Okay. Yan. So step 2 naman, separate your house expenses and your business expenses. This is one of the mistake that we had before. Nahalo-halo na talaga yung mga finances na whatever we need in the house, we just get from the kahera, ano ba tawag doon, sa cash register, parang ganyan. And kami magkakapatid, 3 kasi kami magkakapatid. Medyo pinush namin yung parents namin na we want to enroll to one of top 3 schools, top universities in the Philippines. Yun. So even though na wala kaming, we know na hindi afford, pero pinilit namin sila na kaya yan. So because of that, hindi ready from the very beginning, walang preparation for the college tuition fee for us, pinapilit from the business. So yun yung, I can say na one of the reason bakit din namin na experience yung Yung bankruptcy. Okay. So I'm sure you know this, no? But bakit kaya, no? Bakit hindi natin nagagawa itong problem na ito? Okay? So as mentioned nyo nga, tama yung kanina sinabi nyo, discipline, focus, time management, or maybe nisip nyo na ako naman ito, I'm the business owner, so I know what's happening naman. Parang we don't give more time for it, di ba? Okay. So for this tip number 2, marami pang steps yan eh. So you need to budget, di ba? Budget your house expense, di ba? And then you need to be disciplined in monitoring of your expenses para intact tayo lagi sa goal natin. Okay, so do you have questions for tip number 2? Okay. Ayan. Okay, so bakit no? Bakit ba thank you Miss Angie. Okay, so bakit natin ginagawa itong kaninang tip ko na you need to separate, you need to budgeting, you need to monitor, no? Okay. So that we will able to achieve itong financial pyramid. Have you heard of this financial pyramid? First time to hear this financial pyramid. Okay, so silent means ano ba? First time, first time. Ayan, thank you. Okay. So etong financial pyramid, I will compare it to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Have you heard of Maslow hierarchies of needs? Maslow's hierarchy of needs, di ba? Yan. So ito na-learn natin yan sa high school, di ba? Sa one of the science subject. Now we need to be we need to, before we go to the next level of satisfaction, we need to be satisfied on the first level. So the first level is the basic needs, no? Ito yung food, shelter, clothes. If you're satisfied, you go to the next level, which is looking for job security. Then the next level, you need to look for love, look for a partner, life partner, to have your own family. So next level is you need to parang work on the family na, and once na palaki na natin yung family natin, we go to the next level, which is fulfillment in life. Sa financial world, meron din ganyan. So ito yun. So first level, managing your money. Okay? So yun yung tinuro ko, di ba? Yung mga first 2 tips ko. You need to make a budget, make daily budget. Okay? So you need to focus on your goals na hindi tayo ma-distract, no? Sa mga Shopee, Lazada, di ba? Every month may sale. Hindi lang yon, meron pa tayong Black Friday ba? Black Monday, yan. So, ang daming distractions, di ba? So, I think that's one of the reason din kung bakit hindi natin ito na-achieve. So, if we are really focused and determined with your goals, medyo iiwas-iwasan natin itong mga yan. Yan. So, once you're done with the step 1, you go to the next, building your safety net. Yung security emergency fund, creating a savings account, you need to prepare for retirement, education plan, mga ganyan, life insurance. And then once you're done with that, you go to the next level, accumulating wealth. You start saving. You can start starting a business. Yan. So since you have this foundation na, pwede ka na mag-take risk. Di ba? Kasi as we start the business, it's a risk eh. Big risk para sa atin yun. So if hindi stable itong first 3 level mo, at nagkaroon ng problema sa business, magigiba lahat yun. Hindi strong yung foundation natin. Yan. So ito yung reason why do we need to separate your house expense and business expense so that ma-establish natin tong foundation sa baba. Okay. Yan. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yan. Yan. Thank you, Miss Angie, for the thumbs up. Okay. Next. Tip number 3. Monitor your cash flow. Yun. As kanina, na-mention ko na pag-ulit. Ang question ko naman is how often? So how often do you do it? Is it an annual thing? Kasi ITR, BIR requirements? Do you do it semi-annual, monthly, quarterly, every day? Oh. And how often do you monitor your cash flow? Can you type answer in the chat box? Would like to know lang. For Miss Angie Daily, may Google. Wow, that's very nice. That's good. Okay, daily, Miss Deng. Okay. So depende on your business, no? That's the best way, no? Daily, very good. Okay. Yan. So we need to monitor our cash flow every day, weekly, and monthly. So depende sa business niyo. But the best as you said, daily. Okay yan. So why do we need to do this, no, monitoring? So that you can assess your businesses, can assess if nag-work out siya, di ba? Or kung hindi. So from there, you get learnings from each time you monitor para you will improve each day. Yan. Thank you so much. Okay, so we go to the next level. Yan. So na-mention ko kanina yung three-step ladder. So ito yung three-step ladder. The first step is the foundation. Di ba nag-give ako ng tips kanina? So yun yung foundation natin na you need to identify your goals, di ba? And then you need to separate your business's expense and house expense, you monitor. Okay, so pag na-establish na natin ito, for sure you'll get excess funds. You have excess funds. So that's step 2. So ang question is, how will you allocate funds? Yun yung next question. Once na-establish na natin to, we go to the step 3, sustainable growth. Okay, so slowly, no, step by step, dadaanan natin ito. Okay, so since tapos na yung first step natin, we assume that meron na tayong excess funds. Ngayon, ang question ko, as you have this excess fund, what do you do with the money? Do you reinvest to your business to expand? Yes or no? Yes, sabi ni Miss Deng, yes, we will reinvest. Is it 100% or everything ba? All in? Okay. Ayan, so being a businessman, no, ang thinking natin, syempre, the more we invest, the more capital nandyan, the more it will grow. Okay. Pero, ayan, so Miss Angie, the goal is to reinvest a portion. Very good. Ayan. Yan, tama. We don't reinvest the 100%. Kasi yun yung, doon na lalabas yung risk, di ba? Okay, so sa tip number 4, save a percentage of your net income to avoid para ma-avoid natin yung cash flow risk. Okay, so itong percent, it will depend also in your businesses. You will decide, is it 5%, 10%, 20%? Maybe kung nagsa-start tayo, we can start with 10, di ba? Tapos slowly increase. Yan. Okay. So ngayon, ang question, what are these cash flow risks? Okay, so there are 3 kinds of cash flow risks. Okay, so first, customers defaulting. 2, suppliers not delivering. 3, risk from theft inside the company. And there's more, actually there's more. 3 lang yung na-highlight ko today. Okay, so how do we avoid these risks? Number 1 is have a risk-free strategy by preserving your capital. Okay, so yun yung tip number 4. So, let's say, di ba monthly yung movement ng cash natin. You set a goal, let's say, in a month, pag ito yung sales ko, ito yung sales ko, I will set aside 10% of the net income. So, itong 10% na to, itatabi natin ng itatabi hanggang mag-accumulate siya dun sa capital na napondohan mo sa una. So, that way, na-preserve mo na yung capital mo, and then, your business is running from the earnings na. Di ba maganda yan? Yun. So that's tip number 4, no? So what is transferred risk and create non-disclosure agreement? Okay, so we go to the next. Yan. So tip number 5 is to transfer the risk. Okay. So ano ba yung mga risk na meron tayo? Na-mention natin kanina, di ba? Yung let's say biglang nasunugan, nabahaan, di ba? If ever nasiraan ng kotse. So yung bomb, di ba, pinapasa-pasa natin yan. From you, pwede mo i-transfer yan sa another company. So, sino ba ang nag-shoulder nito? These are insurance companies. So, we are blessed, no? Meron palang company na gustong kunin yung risk ng mga ganitong mga unexpected situations. Okay, so example like, nanakawan tayo ng car, no? Yung pang-delivery truck mo na nanakaw, if you have a car insurance, ano na yun, you don't need to spend anything since nagkuha ka ng insurance. Kung nasunugan tayo ng warehouse, lahat ng stocks inside it, kung magkano yung value yun, ibabalik niya. No? So let's say meron kang employee, no, na siya yung brainchild ng inyong business, you can't afford to lose that person. Pag nawala siya, yung income ng business mawawala rin. So meron din tayong tinatawag na keyman insurance. If you insure that person, if something happens to that person, meron kang cash makukuha, no, outright, so that you can hire more people like him and train them. Yun. So with that, hindi masisira yung cash flow mo with this kind of uncertain events. And there's more pa. So these are just papasadahan lang natin. If you want to know more, you just let me know. Okay. Next. So tip number 6, create non-disclosure agreements with your clients and with your suppliers. Okay, so as mentioned kanina, di ba, there are terms, no? Kung meron kang client, sige, I'll pay you in 3 months, i-portion ko yan. So usually with that kind of, there's a risk para sa'yo, no? Dahil possible na mag-default siya. Yun nga yung nangyari sa amin. So kung pinapahaba mo yung time, pinapahaba natin yung term, possible na mawala na lang yung client mo. So maybe you can do a early discount promo, di ba? So ika-cash mo na ngayon, di ba? Usually ganun yung kung mapapansin nyo sa mall, pag kinash mo to, sir, may 10% discount ka. Pero kung kinredit card mo, regular price. Parang ganun. Okay? So that mabawasan yung risk natin na mga default clients. So sa suppliers naman, you can also create a non-disclosure agreement wherein na aalamin mo yung business model nila so that to make sure na meron kang supplies allocated for you. Yeah. Okay, so that's tip number 6. Now, we go to tip number 7. Stay true to your plan. Okay. So ito yung example ko, parang saying I do, 'di ba, sa marriage, 'di ba, na you are committed to whatever the plan that you will do. So sakto tayo na we're entering a new year. It's good to start na mag-list down ng goals, 'di ba? And try to restructure your businesses para mas mag-grow yung business niyo next year. Okay. So this is one of the problem, no? Very idealistic tayong lahat na we plan, pero pagdating sa implementation, medyo hindi na push through. And most problem din, ako as a solopreneur, parang ganyan. Kapag mag-isa lang tayo, madalas na pag nagkaroon ng parang rejections, nagkaroon ng problem, bigla ka na lang nag-give up. Okay. So this is one of the reason, no, bakit hindi na-achieve yung ating goals. And relating to our topic, cash flow certainty. Okay. Yan. So going back, no, so kung makikita ninyo from the 7 tips, no, from this ladder, you can see a structure, di ba? You can see a structure. It's very simple. It's easy to implement. And if you follow it talaga, you will be able to sustain, you will be able to have this business growth. Okay, so how many of you agree with me that if you implement these tips na naturo ko today, you will be able to have a sustainable business growth? Can you type I in the chat box? Yeah, thank you, Ms. Deng. I. Okay. Who else? Okay. Yan. So given yung mga na-mention ko today, so I want to to share with you yung cash flow certainty coaching program. Yan. So if nakita niyo na okay yung yung program and you feel that you need it, okay, so you can approach me so that we can have this coaching call program. So anong meron sa coaching call? We will work together. We will analyze your cash flow. So isa-isahin natin yung mga items na mga expenses nyo, income niyo, so that you'll see a bigger picture, a clearer picture na what's happening to your funds, no? And then second, where you should be putting your money. Okay, so yun na, kung dumadami na yung pera natin, yung income natin, yung net income, saan mo siya ilalagay, no? Saan mo siya i-allocate para ma-maximize mo yung income mo? And then the third, prepare your cash flow for business growth. Okay? And then fourth, I'll provide a plug and play financial blueprint. So you just input all the expense and you'll see your cash flow, what's happening, and then kung ano yung mga needs na kailangan mo na mga tools so that you will have this cash flow certainty. And then the last, we will design a financial implementation plan so that yun na yung guide mo every month, every week, or every day. Okay, so how many of you would like to have this kind of coaching one-on-one program? Yan, si Miss Anne, me, ayan. Okay, so, yan, si Deng, okay, thank you. Yan, so itong cash flow program is valued at 4,997 per hour. Pero since we are a community naman, no, it's only 997 para sa inyo. Okay, so if you feel that you need this, you just click and we'll put the link in the chat box. You just choose your best schedule and we will have this cash flow certainty with you, this coaching program. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you just click the link and then choose your best schedule. And then we will analyze your cash flow. Okay, so we'll give you 5 minutes. We can play music, Anne. Okay. And so habang you're answering you're choosing your best schedule, we're opening for question and answer na. So do you have questions? And so maybe yung link pwede mo rin isend sa FB Live natin. Okay, so later we will have a raffle. Okay, so we will send you all again. Now we will send you the feedback form. You just give us parang survey shot. Give us feedback on how do you like these sessions and let us know kung ano yung gusto niyo pang ma-learn so that we will prepare again next time. Okay, so after 5 minutes, we will have a raffle. I'll be giving a free coaching call for the winner. Yeah. Thank you, Anne, for choosing the schedule. Meron na si Anne. Okay, are you answering the survey? Now we will have raffle. Share screen. We will have one winner for the free coaching call. Yeah. Okay. And congratulations, Anne. You won the free coaching call. Yay! Congratulations. Yan, sige. So let's open the floor for questions. Ano? Do you have question, guys? How about in the FB Live? Yan. Feel free to put in questions, no? Okay, so if wala, very quiet, so we will now end our session today. Okay, so feel free to PM me, no, if you have question, guys. Thank you so much. So actually next week we are planning to have a Christmas party. Gusto niyo bang mag-Christmas party? And yeah. So it will be next week at 4 p.m. Okay, we will have some games. Yes, that's right. Okay, so hope to see you next week. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.